tell you this is a huge issue throughout the state, and particularly now it's going to be even more important because the legislature passed a bill this year, this recent section that says cities that have limitations on rental periods, typically like Prescott has a 30-day limitation, minimum limitation, like your documents do, the state legislature said they can't enforce it. It bans the city and the county from enforcing those restrictions. Fortunately, you have it in your document. And actually, the usage of these units by people through VRBO and Airbnb, all those, it gives you a little better way of proving that they're violating. If you go on their website, on these sites, and it'll show the calendar. It shows the daily rental, and it shows people renting for 3 days. So you've got a better proof, source of proof, because in the past you had to get the tenant to acknowledge when they rented it and deal with those issues. So you can enforce this provision that you have. In fact, in the Arizona statutes by Community Act, it says term restrictions set forth in the CCNRs are enforceable. So you have a leg up on some other associations where they've got to amend their documents to try to stick that in there now, because that's a big problem. So your way of doing it, number one, just like I said about the other rule violations, you either fine them, but what you have to do, you have to make the fine financially hurt, because if they're running it for $500 a night, or I'm picking a number, and you fine them $20 a night, they go, yeah, okay, here's your $20, keep going. So if you do fine them for this, you have to make the fine significant enough to make it not in their best interest to rent. Now the other way, if somebody just still comes and sticks their thumb at you and says, I'm doing it anyway, and I'm not paying a fine, then as I said before, you have to go to court, get an injunction, and get them to stop that way. Now under your documents, if they're violating the documents, and you prevail in that lawsuit, they owe you your attorney's fees, so or at least you have the right to recover them. So it's very prevalent. This is not unusual in Arizona. We see it literally every day. In fact, we just did a seminar nationwide, and people are having these problems. But you have a good step. I think if you decide you really want to attack it, you adopt a strong fine, and then you start enforcing it.
A fine specific to that provision.
That provision, yeah. So they are fine.
Incorporating it into the current fine schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I'm personally okay with vacation rentals. I think people should be able to do what they want to do with their property, unless it's if I'm correct and it specifies that in the CCNRs, then I think we should enforce it just like we enforce any other rule, and that's a warning letter. 2 weeks later, it's $25 fine, and then we can revisit it if for some reason that doesn't work. Once we call their attention to that CCNR. If we later need to increase the fines to stop the behavior, then we can do that. But we've never issued a violation in that I can recall for that CCNR violation. So we might just write them a letter and they may stop. They may not. But we can increase the fine later. We don't have to hammer them down right now, I don't think.
What you might want to do is send a letter out to everybody reminding them of that provision, and that they must not have a lease for less than a 30-month term. Now they play games or they haven't signed a 30-day lease term, and then they let it go after a week. But at least put the notice out there to the members reminding them of this provision, and that the board is reviewing its fine policy to determine what action to take if this violation.
Yeah, I would just, if it is, I'm not looking at the CCNR, but again, if it is a violation of the CCNRs, then we just issue a violation. I can make that motion. We just issue a violation per our regular fee schedule.
I move that I send a letter.
Or the letter's fine too. We can do both. I mean, we can still send this guy a warning violation.
I like the idea of sending a letter to everybody, just doing it. I mean, do we have any?
Well, with these two policies, there's a mailing right there. We can include this letter.
Yeah. And then, in general, Blaine, I agree with you as far as, the rental down the street for me hasn't been an issue. It's been really good. situation like Scott faced, where you have a ton of people, you have 8 different families spending the night in the house.
Right. No, vacation rentals are like a box of chocolates, man. You never know what your tenants, you just don't know what you're going to get. And so that's the issue. To me, it's like, just let's make it black and white. If it says that in our CCNRs that it's a 30-day term, that person clearly didn't rent it out for that, or at least that's what we believe. We issue a violation and we send a letter to all the rest of the members reminding them of that. Yeah. So I think we should do both. I think we should send them a warning letter per our regular, and that's my recommendation to the violation committee. It's really their call. Yeah, issue a violation, and then and I'm in favor of spending $40 to send everybody a letter calling their attention to that CCNR, so they don't start doing vacation rentals without knowing about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just ask you to do that, or do we get a motion to send a letter?
All in favor to send a letter?
Katie made a motion.
Yes, I'm in favor.
All right, but as far as addressing the specific violations, I'll continue to work with the violations committee. At this point, it's just going to be per your fine schedule.
And I might suggest that, do we have a fine for that in the schedule now?
It would just be like Blaine suggested. A warning letter, first offense, second offense, third offense.
But I would put in the letter that we're reviewing our fine
Yeah,
schedule.
I have that note down. The board is reviewing the fine schedule. Okay.
Open forum. Item 8.
Any new business from the board or things to look into, things to bring up?
Well, that was the vacation rentals was all I had.
So the next meeting date, it sounds like we'll try to adjust it. Right now we've got on the 25th, but I'll send a new doodle out for Fridays. What are your time frames on Fridays?
Anytime. Zero 600 would work good. I used to teach in the federal prison system. Scheduling classes was never a problem. 3 in the morning. I was familiar. That's where I know. Blaine, how are you on Fridays?
I can make any day work. Are you talking about upcoming meetings?
Yeah, we're talking about scheduling the next meeting, and like I said, Scott was free all day on Fridays, so if we can accommodate him.
Yeah, in general I can make just about anything work. So you don't really have to worry about the days with me very much. Thank you for asking.
In general, Fridays would work. It would be, any time on Friday for me. I would just.
Are you guys okay with
Make a point of
a 9 or 10 o'clock start time? Would you rather do it first thing, get it out in the morning, so your day free?
Yeah, it makes no difference.
Alright, so then I'll just throw some time here that will see what the work.
I can't guarantee I'm going to be free every Friday, but I can't make Fridays.
Well, at this point, we're just going to have August, and then your next meeting will be the annual meeting. So at this point, it's really just one Friday in August.
Already. Wow.
October. In October, the annual meeting will be set.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I'll send out that doodle.
Okay. Anything else before we go into executive session? No?
So we're not adjourning the general meeting, but we're temporarily adjourning the open meeting and going into executive session. We're reserving the right to go back into open session if we decide. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Make that motion.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
What are we going into executive session for? Are we specifying?
Discuss violations and delinquencies at this point,
Okay.
and potential discussion with the attorney.
Okay. I'm in favor.